Short, virtue was not in vogue. And in exactly that decaying culture, a movement for moral renewal was born. The abolitionists were a small band of renegades, Quakers and evangelicals who didn't just take on the slave trade. They set out to spark a wider moral revolution. Wilberforce, for example, wouldn't have described his life's mission as fighting slavery. For him, abolitionism was part of something bigger, the attempt to make goodness fashionable. But how do you bring about a cultural revolution like that? Their answer was simple: by practicing what you preach, by pledging yourself to a worthy cause. Remember, people don't do good things because they're good people. They become good people by doing good things, even when they may initially act out of vanity. The latter is only human nature. We all crave recognition. Most of us want to be seen and admired. But in our society today, we admire the wrong things and the wrong people. What the British abolitionists taught me is that it is possible to rewrite a nation's honor code, to make a different kind of ambition go viral, to make goodness contagious. My original plan was to spend 5 years writing a hefty tome about history's great moral pioneers. But after finishing the first part on the British abolitionists, I shelved the project. The moral envy had become too strong. I no longer wanted to just write about the people in the arena. I wanted to join them. So in late 2023, I co-founded an organization called the School for Moral Ambition. We like to think of ourselves as the Robin Hoods of talent, taking the best and brightest out of their boring corporate jobs and redirecting them to the great causes of our time. At the heart of our work lies a simple belief that small groups of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. What we need today is not just bottom-up resistance. We also need a new elite, not of birth, wealth, or silly credentials, but of massive positive impact. I'm talking about a skin in the game elite, about people who use what they have, their human, financial, or cultural capital, to make a huge difference. Our goal should be to make future historians proud. This is not about left versus right. It's about seriousness versus laziness, determination versus apathy, good versus evil. If we want to preserve the post-war democratic order, we have to prove that our way works. That we're not just a bunch of whiners and NIMBYs who never get anything done. We have to show that liberal democracy can deliver and that we're willing to fight for it. In 1917, most Russians thought the future was already written. They assumed nothing good could come out of politics anymore, that history was a rigged game where every new set of rulers was as bad as the last. That cynicism proved fatal. It opened the door to a tyrant who promised salvation and delivered catastrophe. But what 1917 also shows us is that in moments of crisis, the world is unusually malleable. And that's why moments like this are so dangerous and so full of possibility. The iron of history is softest when the center is weakest. This is where we are today. Our own age of disillusionment could become the prelude to a new authoritarian era. Or it could be remembered as the moment when a new kind of ambition took hold, a moral ambition, like the abolitionists once embodied. The same apathy that gave Lenin his opening could just as well have given someone like Clarkson or Wilberforce theirs. In 1785, a young man on horseback pulled over to the side of the road near the village of Waits Mill and decided to change history. Today could be our Waits Mill moment. Thank you.